Champions know adversity. It's coded in their DNA. But when that defining moment arises, champions embrace adversity, then seek to conquer it. We are Jaguars.
Scholars.
Warriors.
Family. Champions.
And this is Southern.
Different is this team from the one you saw last year with him leading the charge?
Well, I think their quarterback play is a lot different. You know, they play three different quarterbacks, but you can see them getting better. You can see them getting better defensively. Coach Hayes has been with him for a long time. You know, they have great chemistry, and Coach Cummings is a defensive-minded guy. He started his career on defense. So, you know, we look to see a physical football team come in here. They're going to probably try to run the football, even though they've been throwing it a lot. But I know they want to put the emphasis on the running game.
Coach, have the players kind of kept their eye on what it seems well they've done is focus on each opponent? Well, you're this close now to playing Grambling for the SWAC West Championship. Are they getting ahead of themselves, or have you been able to keep them focused on Mississippi Valley?
Well, yeah, we're this close to playing Mississippi Valley. They'll be here on Saturday, and that's really what our focus is we tell our guys, don't get caught up in social media. You know, look at what's in front of you. Don't look past anybody. Let's take care of business. And one thing we know, if we keep winning, then everything else will take care of itself. And Mississippi Valley's a good team. The record may not indicate it, but if you watch them on film, they're getting better.
Coach, is it by design that we don't see as many long, deep balls last couple of games? Or is that the way they just took what they gave you?
Just take what they give you, and I really think that we're in position to run the football. Tillery had a fantastic day. You know, he's been phenomenal all year. And I think when we can run the football, it really allows us to control the clock. And when we play good third down defense, we can put teams away and make them have to sort of be behind the eight ball when they got to be on offense, because we're able to run the ball and control the clock.
Having had you go.
Talk about this senior class. Their careers got off to a rough start. They went through a lot of change, and to be where they've been the last 2 years must say a lot about them.
They've been counting a lot, you know, but they hung in there. You know, we somehow found ways to win games, and they're allowing a legacy to be passed. I think last year's senior class started something special and passed the torch on to this year's senior class, and they're trying to continue that legacy. And, you know, I'm grateful for those guys. Brian McCain, Dwayne Houston. You know, Brian McCain's already graduated. He's in grad school. All these guys are set to graduate. Jaleel Richardson's in grad school. And, you know, it's just great to see these guys have some success at the end of their career, because the beginning started so rocky. You know, they hung in the program. They some of the finest young men that I've had a chance to coach in my college career. And I look forward to finishing out with them and hoping them much success.
Obviously, with each senior class, it's a group that you got to spend more time with because they were, you know, younger when you got here. Do you have a special bond with any of these guys that are seniors in your program right now?
Probably the defensive linemen, because that's what I coached when I first got here. I had Jalen Jordan and Molly when they were freshmen. So to be able to see them guys grow up and make the contribution, and you look back and say, you know, when you talk to those guys as freshmen and how they stuck together and told them that they would be the class to really change things around, and, you know, they're part of it, and it's great to see that from those guys.
Coach, you guys kind of pulled away in the second half there against Texas Southern. What does that say about your team, that you take a close game at the half and you're able to, you know, really put it on in the second half?
Well, I thought we executed. You know, we scored enough points, and at the end of the day, you know, we have one goal on offense, score one more point than they do. And when we do that, we win games. And I thought we came out in the second half and we executed. We just told them at halftime we were up 21-20. If they don't score no more, we win the football game. And defensively, we challenging these guys to get better every week. And if you follow this process and follow this program, the pattern is the same. It's the same as it was a year ago. You do what you do. You don't read the newspaper. you figure out what you got and you get them better and hope that when you get to November, you have a chance.
Is it starting to feel like last year?
Well, I think the chemistry is starting to feel like that. I think we finally got guys that's played some games together. You look at our lineup, it sort of changed the first 6-7 weeks of the season. So now we're starting to get a consistency about who's going to be playing, and those guys are starting to practice together, and you see that from the way they play.
Coach, throughout your tenure, you talked about developing the mindset and having a singular focus for this football team. With what lies ahead and the possibility and the things that you guys are playing for, is it possible for this team's focus to become that much more intensified?
Well, I think we'll be locked in because we understand that in order to get where we want to go, you got to get through this weekend. You know, that's what's important. You know, and we got great senior leadership. I mean, I don't think we realize that we play with a true freshman at quarterback. You know, and I really think he's played so well that people forget that he's a true freshman. But it's because those other guys around him are stepping up. It's somebody different every week. You look at last week's performance against Texas Southern, Montrell Jones come out of nowhere. You know, he had some big catches. And that's really what this team is about. I think we have good players. They understand the moment, but they live for the moment. And the moment is Mississippi Valley because that's what's in front of us now.
I know the players have said it a couple times, but do you hear from any other coaches around the league or fans that they don't realize that Austin Howard's a true freshman the way he plays?
I don't think Austin realized he's a true freshman. Man, his decision making is phenomenal. And we keep the pressure off of him. But that's why you got to be able to run the football. That makes his job a lot easier, you know. But we know he has the capability. If we needed to put a game on his shoulders, that he would relish in that moment to try to get this football team in position to win. You saw that against Alabama A&M. And he's continued to get better. We using shorts, got a package for him. So we're just trying to utilize all the pieces that we have in this puzzle to try to put the best team on the field.
Would you like your fans to kind of take on the same attitude as the team and not move on to the Bayou Classic and come to your last home game and fill that place up this Saturday?
Well, yes, we'd love to see it sold out, but I look at it this way. We think we have a very good product. And if you turn back 3-4 years ago, I could see why you wouldn't support the product. But based on where we are now in the past year, I cannot see why you wouldn't show up and support these young men as they fight their hearts out for Southern University. We need Jaguar Nation to be there to root us on the victory. Nothing is guaranteed. So we live in the now. We're facing a very good Valley team, and we would love for them to show up and help us show out.
During this winning streak, you've only allowed one scoring drive in the third quarter in 5 games. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Alabama A&M. What are you doing at halftime?
I don't know, but since you mentioned that, I guess I need to figure that out. Honestly, I think I'm the most positive guy that you could probably be around at halftime. I just don't believe in kicking over water coolers, screaming and yelling. I think we stay calm. As long as it's time on the clock, we think we can make some adjustments. We think we can do some things to win a football game. And our players play with that calmness of mind. It's what's in front of you. They know what's out there. They know what they got to go do. We try to encourage them to do it a little bit better. And it's been working for us this year.
How do you handle that? Do you give each assistant coach a minute or two, or how do you divide up that time?
Well, we normally come off the field and we meet as a staff. And we usually talk about 3 things: penalties, turnovers, and effort. And where we at halftime, are we winning those 3 categories? If not, how can we improve in them? And then we make a couple adjustments, then they go see their segment. But we always leave our segments with positive thoughts. I don't want them screaming and yelling at them. We got a coach. So players get lost in that yelling. We keep them calm so they can really understand what we're trying to teach and correct. And that's really been beneficial to us.
Were you calm at Alabama A&M?
I was not calm at Alabama A&M, just think that needed a different kind of environment. But for the most part, I think the message was displayed to them, and they reacted the way we thought they would react.
Do you think that time away when the staff is meeting at halftime, having that senior leadership in the locker room helps with the seniors kind of going over guys and kind of keeping everybody upbeat and positive and possibly doing some coaching of their own?
I really think that process is big for us because normally they're in there and then I'm usually the last guy off the field. And when I walk by, you can see the Wayne Houstons and Zach Browns talking to the O-line, and you can see the positivity. Hey, don't worry about it, man. Keep your head up. Let's go back out here and fight. You can hear that kind of dialogue taking place amongst the players, and really I think that's big because early in the year we didn't have that dialogue. But you have Kevin King and Woodland taking on the ownership with Atamali on the defense. So you start seeing these seniors really starting to see that it could be something special and really take ownership of the program.
Coach, you kind of feel that excitement building around the program, around campus for that Bayou Classic if things turn out the way fans are hoping for?
Well, just win this week. You know, you just got to play well, and then everybody get a chance to talk about whatever they want to talk about. But I really try to stay humble because I understand any given day anybody can beat anybody. It's up to us. We got to play really well on Saturday in order to beat a good Mississippi Valley team. We don't look at records, look at what they're putting on film. Excuse me, they were real close to beating the Grambling team. That's undefeated in the conference. You take 2 fourth-down stands and away from them, and that game might have turned out a little bit differently. But, you know, you can see them getting better. We'll have to play very well, and we want to continue to play very well. We had to stretch run, and it's going to take everything that we got to play very well and finish it off.
What did Valley do differently? What did you see on film that they did that gave them so much success against Grambling, even though they wasn't able to complete the upset?
Well, the quarterback was, I mean, Peterson is as advertised. I think he's the best athlete on the team. You know, he can get loose in the pocket, and, you know, they really had a good game plan and a good feel for what Grambling was trying to do to them. Defensively, they got out there and they created some turnovers. They played very physical, you know, played a physical brand of football, and when you do that, you have a chance. So, you know, if you know Coach Cummings, I mean, I think he's been to 3 different places, and every place he's been, he's won. So he's at 4 now, and I really think that he's going to get the kind of players in there, and you can start to see him taking on his mentality. They're getting better. They play very fundamentally sound football. They may not have the talent that he wants, but you can see them getting better.
Any more questions for Coach Odums?
I guess not to get too off topic, what's Grambling done to turn that thing around so much? I mean, as you look there first in the West, it's been a quick turnaround for them to get to where they are.
I mean, I just think you put the right people in place and you support them and give them what they need to be successful. You know, I worked for Coach Fobbs. Lee Fobbs I coached on him at North Carolina A&T, and really he's as patient as anybody I know. And if his son is anything like his father, is stay positive and stay the course. And really that's what it's all about. That's why we focus on Valley. You know, that everything else will take care of itself. We was going through the same thing last year. You know, I had the same questions. You know, what did you do? What's differently? It's no magic touch to it. If you instill discipline and accountability into any kind of business, it'll probably grow and become successful. If you don't have those 2 ingredients, then it probably don't have any opportunity of being successful.